Hello friends, welcome to Magic with Melly. I am Melly and you're magic just like everyone else. You're just maybe yet to tap into exactly what it is that makes you magic. I was getting a few downloads, but they might not be relevant here, so let's see if their cards validate the collective messages, because I don't want to put in something too personal if the collective is not dealing with it. So let's see what the collective needs for the highest good. Oh, I see a card flip out. We have a King of Cups. Okay, tell us more about the King of Cups then. Tell us what's going on with the King of Cups. We have Knight of Wands. I'm hearing the King of Cups is celibate right now. You could be the King of Cups, or it could be your person. It's just someone who has mastered their feelings or mastered potential, like realizing that someone who you are physically attractive to, the potential for it to be good or bad is still there. Like, just because you're physically attractive doesn't mean that the energy is aligned or other things are aligned. So someone's celibacy is showing them a lot, perhaps showing them things that they didn't want to see, but showing let's see, oh my goodness, okay. Okay, I don't want to read all of these, so let me get a clearer message. Let's get this message on the King of Swords reverse, please. Page of Pentacles. Someone, though they've been celibate, they may have still been confused, because it doesn't matter what your material world looks like. If you've not fixed it energetically, you're still going to attract the same things, is what I'm hearing. Especially if you're avoiding doing the inner work and just presuming everything is outside of you. Like, someone's facing judgment where they were placing judgment outside of themselves. They're realizing the judgment needed to be something they do for themselves. We have Six of Swords reverse. It's almost like someone doesn't feel safe expressing themselves with anybody else but you, but they flopped, like they fumbled the bag. They fumbled you or something. They fumbled the judgment, and it keeps like it's like someone's fumbling with their judgment. Yo, bro, sis, whatever. Okay, someone's fumbling their judgment. They're like having a hard time trusting their judgment or trusting themselves. But there's a connection that really highlighted something. I'm hearing the confirmation bop. Someone's a bop, I guess. Someone, I'm hearing like that phrase from Cardi B, you a goofy, you a op. Something, how does that go? Cardi B could be significant, but it, in rejecting you, they ended up carrying a lot more about it than they initially thought they would. And they're like, oh crap, it was them all along. I wanted them all along, and now I don't get to have them because I decided to have all all these other wands. It's like that King of Wands. The King of Wands keeps wanting to, like, I keep saying King of Wands when there's no King of Wands card. So it's like, maybe he wants to be that King of Wands, but he's not using it properly. It's like that confusing passion and chaos. Passion with chaos. It's like your person who you should be passionate about is someone that brings you peace. Someone who has never asked for more than what you were willing to give. Even when they had opportunities to ask, they maybe like decided against it because they knew that asking for it is not like a fair way of receiving. Like someone should just naturally want to give. So like this is, yeah, Three of Swords. Someone's leaving something out in the cold because they maybe asked for too much. It's giving like someone was an overgiver and that was taken advantage of. Now there's resistance to be in a new place because that involves dumping all the mutual connections, dumping everything you built, especially surrounding the Queen of Swords reverse. Like if there was, ooh, this person doesn't get either queens because maybe he was in between both queens with just this settling for disappointments. It's like that's just the energy they were in and wasn't really grieving or getting it out of their system, so they kept manifesting more disappointment. It's like the big tower moment was a disappointment, but then they never moved on from that, so they kept creating disappointment everywhere else they went. Ace of Cups reversed. They're like, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with me? It's just they never tuned into their emotions. They turned it off because it was too painful, or they weren't ready, but then it's like when they decided, oh, I'm ready now, it's giving, okay, but you weren't ready for all this stuff. This stuff comes first. So someone's like trauma healing, or someone, the Empress reverse. The Emperor, they came out together. Okay, but one's reverse. So it's like the Emperor in previous readings has been reversed. So many times he's been reversed. And it's giving now the Empress is reversed. It's like they're switching places. When one's ready, one's not. When one's ready, one's not. When one's ready, one's not. But Spirit's guiding this, okay? Because I think the Emperor learned the lesson, and now it's time for the Empress to learn the lesson. Or there was like a mutual lesson. Could be even that the Empress and the Emperor serve one another lessons, and it's part of the twin flame journey, like the on again, off again, on again, off again. It's part of maybe the agreement between the counterparts. I'm hearing let go and let God with this card. That, yeah, let go and let God. Like there's things that you just really don't know are happening behind the scenes, and you're being protected by being in this separation. Because especially if there's like if there's a situation where one of the counterparts has a fake partner, like someone they shouldn't have built with but they did, the fake partner might attack the counterpart once they know who it is. So it's like, it's really giving the Emperor, like the reason why the Empress is in reverse is to protect the Empress. I think the Emperor was purposefully triggering her into her lesson so that the Empress will put her love back onto herself for right now. That let go and let God, like this is a highly, highly spiritual connection. And yeah, someone, if they built like a whole family, whole businesses, there's mutual friends, there's this, there's the blah, they're going to heavily attack the new person, especially if they're mutuals with the ex. Ace of Pentacles is like the Emperor or the Empress, whichever counterpart is, I don't know, whichever counterpart is doing this, they just know what they're doing to protect their person. Just keeping all of the chaos under control. And it's giving the Emperor energy of the connection, right? Because Emperor, Empress, they're both here, but the Emperor could be the feminine. The Emperor could be the female. Or the, you know, or it could be male if you feel like it's like that kind of controlling the situation for the highest good. And it's like the Empress in this time will nourish herself, him or herself. And even that act from the counterparts, like whoever's going to be focusing on self-love right now, or both parties are going to be focusing on self-love, but the very triggered individual may, in nourishing self, they're indirectly nourishing their person, because self-love is going to be the most attractive thing to your person. Self-love is going to help your person feel like you're going to be okay during this separation. And I'm hearing from the masculine side, it's really fucking sexy to be wanted but not necessarily needed, like, but when you do need that person, it's like, damn, they need me. They don't normally need me, but they need me. It's like, ooh, someone's like really into that, like needing someone, but like I guess not really needing them. Is like kind of more like a craving. Like on Taco Tuesdays, it's like, what are you gonna do on Taco Tuesday? Get tacos. There's some sort of like obligation, but they don't want it to be an obligation, if that makes sense. Like they love that needing them is a choice and not something that is forced or anything. Nine of Swords. This is probably energy they never got from somebody else, like someone who was this independent and this under control. I think the Emperor is used to less than, so they showed up less than, and when it didn't pass, they had to kind of grieve the energy that they were in. The Tower, they are surrendering to the Tower card, to the Tower moment. That they can't get their words straight when it comes to you, because they realize that they moved maybe too quickly. So now it's kind of like they're taking their time more. So if they seem like they're not making movement towards you, it's because they're taking their sweet ass time, but it's all for you, sweetie. So yeah, the self-love journey is not the easiest one. I know that. The lessons in love hit hard sometimes. I get it. Some of you deserve rest. Like, a good vacation, maybe a vacation with your person. Oh, the sun came out. King of Swords. Someone's going to be communicating their disappointments, maybe in themselves, and even their disappointment with, like, treating you less than a Nine of Pentacles energy, because Nine of Pentacles is, like, really got it going on, right? So it's like, if they treated you less than, as if you didn't have your shit together, as if you weren't an equal, it's like they are going to... They're going to balance this perspective in. They may not come forward with the communication right away, but they're working on it, whether they acknowledge it or not, because they're going to be going through dark nights of the soul where they're like, why? And it's like Spirit's going to download to them why. Yeah, they're going to just be, someone's going to just be really triggered into strength, where, like, the triggers, they show up as struggles, but it's really showing you strength. Where if you feel like you may need to re-look, the Magician reversed the Sun. You may need to re-look at your past struggles and see how far you've come, but also see what struggles didn't originate, like, naturally or from you. I was literally sitting at my kitchen table and Spirit downloaded something from before I even started college in 2014. And it's like, I needed to go to freshman orientation, and a big blow up occurred between my parents. And one of them was potentially just navigating, somebody was navigating against me there, but I was very vocal about, I need to go. So someone else's parent took me to my freshman orientation. Like, I almost didn't get to go to college because I would have missed this event. And it's like, going back, some of the struggles weren't yours, and you're stronger than you think you are. But even so, even if you did have personal struggle, like, it was other struggle that was laid on top of you, on top of your personal struggle, it's like you were only given that because you were strong enough to carry it or work with it or learn from it. But as well, there's an element of just remembering that strength and struggle happen together, but you don't have to accept the abundance from others. One of my last readings, it was giving, like, pay attention to how people give to you, because some people aren't just giving. Maybe they are stealing behind the scenes and then giving to you as a form of a distraction. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So that, or they're giving to you and wanting you to give back, when giving, the Spirit is giving, is not expecting anything in return. So it's like, be careful with that energy. Just notice how or when or why someone's giving to you. Knight of Cups reverse. This, with the Queen of Cups that came up before, it's giving toxic. Like, protect your energy, especially from maybe a motherly figure. Because, like, I just remember getting random visits, and it's like I was being told lies. Five of Swords. Like, this person carries heartbreak, and they might not realize they're carrying it. and spreading it. It's not anyone's fault but your own for some of the situations, because it's like it's your fault for tolerating it or like continuing to tolerate it. But it's not your fault overall. It's just that your amount of tolerance is kind of your fault. Because there's choice in love and hate. Every experience we have a choice between love and hate. Do we react with love or do we react with hate? You might hate the situation, but you can still show the energy of love even in a hateful situation. Me, for example, you know how many people fucking hated me for no fucking reason? They just picked apart the disability when my personality didn't really have a reason to be hated. I just showed up and loved everyone around me as much as I possibly humanly could. But when you're viciously fucking attacked, you eventually think you have to stoop to their levels. Or they kind of knew they were growing a monster in you, and it's like, there's choice in it all. You stop saying, oh, that's just how they are, oh, that's just who they are. No, they have a fucking choice, and they choose to be a hating ass, jealous ass, whatever the fuck they are to you. They don't have to be hating, they don't have to be jealous, but if they are, I don't know, there's interesting energies here that someone's tired of that shit. Some things are not just how they are. Like the other day, I'm like, why'd you talk to the other person with that tone? They're like, my voice is just like that. I'm like, no, your voice is just not just like that, because you're talking to me calmly and sweetly, but to the next person, you're like a fucking bitch. Like, it's giving, like, pay attention to tone of voice. Like, how people talk to you is how they feel about you. So, like, there's a difference between, oh, hey, Melly, can you go and grab that for me? Or, Melly, can you grab that for me? It's like, there's a difference. And so someone needs to contemplate, like, I'm sorry if you're going to be just triggered in your environment, but I'm hearing from spirit you're meant to be uncomfortable, so you will do something about it. Like, comfort zones can be dangerous. You're not meant to be comfortable with pain. The Emperor and Eight of Swords. There's an Emperor that's releasing being comfortable with pain. I'm proud of them for that. I'm proud of you for that. Being comfortable with pain is not fine. So then you're meant to, like, awaken to how uncomfortable it is, so that you'll make differences, the differences that you need in your life. Yeah, things are going to be left out in the cold. There's going to, especially like those that were like interfering with new offers coming in, it's like there might be someone backstabbing you, where when they see a new connection, they connect with the new connection, and then they're like talking shit behind your back. It's like a smear campaign, right? It's like someone's finding out what you're up to only to talk shit about it, or just rearrange things. And it's giving, if they were successful in the past, it's giving when you meditate or even work out or both, you're going to be like is far better than the return to sender phrase. Like, you could say return to sender, like your word could be very powerful, but your action is even more powerful. So if you're doing both, it's really giving, like, you're gonna be seeing people's lives getting fucked up for the fuckery that they meant for you. Literally, people are gonna get more sick, or their ability to travel, or their ability to just even fucking do things is gonna be revoked. It's like, in January, around January, I re-invited somebody back in, and they made it seem like, oh, like lovey-dovey, and then Valentine's Day came around and they fucking had COVID and couldn't do anything for anybody, even if they wanted to, because of, they were like fucking around. They weren't just fucking around with my feelings, they were fucking around with everyone else's feelings. And it's giving like that's the level of like karma that they get. If someone sees you as nothing, they get nothing. If they treat you very like very little, they will get something very little. If they treat you with sabotage, their life is gonna get fucked up by the same sabotage. Queen of Cups reversed. That just validates that maternal figure I was talking about earlier. It doesn't have to be your mom. It could be literally just any, doesn't even have to be maternal figure, like a toxic feminine. It's just somebody who doesn't even have to be female, somebody who just feels a way, but they feel some type of way in a bad way, and then they insist that you feel what they're feeling, and using tactics to put you on their level. And it's like they're vibrating on a very low level. They're low vibrational. So they're depressed, they want to see you depressed. They're angry, they want to make you angry. They're this, they're gonna make you that. It's like they don't have control over their feelings and how it makes other people feel. I'm hearing someone needs to tap into reaction abuse as like just a research topic for somebody or for yourself. We have Six of Cups and Ace of Pentacles reverse. That yeah, this is hard to see because the Ace of Pentacles is like offers that come in, like your manifestations, but the community is somebody or a few people are working against you in the community. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Look at this. Okay, look at these two aces. So we have the 10 reverse, but we don't need to talk too much about that because I'm going to talk about this. The Ace of Swords was kind of my confirmation card, and because it came out with the Queen of Pentacles. I was talking about someone in the community doesn't want your manifestations or your blessings to come in. It's like seeing potential and trying to stop it, and it's like you can't stop. You can only delay the inevitable. But when the inevitable happens, it's like for delaying it, for trying to delay it, you fuck up your whole, like you fuck up so many things in your own personal life. For just for the fact that you thought somebody didn't deserve it when they did. It's like you're not God, but since you put it into your hands, it's like God will make sure it's in his hands that you don't receive what this, anywhere near what this person was supposed to get, right? Because it's like this Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse. It's like the Ace of Pentacles is destined to be with the Queen of Pentacles. Like she's literally holding it. Someone could be literally wish fulfillment, and it's like experiencing someone who's like that, and fucking with them means you're not gonna get shit that you want, probably until you undo or admit to what you've done. life got really fucked, and probably really suddenly too, because of how they treated a Nine of Pentacles energy. I resonate with this because it's like Spirit wants me to channel like where I got my crystal certification from. I tried really hard to connect with the teachers and the owner and like this and that. And I'm like, why do I feel so outcasted? Why does it feel so hard? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like back down and just keep doing me. A fucking, hurricane hit? I did not want to see it, but I did. You see what you need to see. And it's like, at the same time, they also disbanded their entire name. Why? It's like, because Spirit's going to intentionally misguide them to fuck up their life, because they guided you in the wrong direction or in malicious ways. When that return to sender fucking hits, it hits harder than it ever, like, it just, no, someone did not read fine print when it comes to witchcraft, or when it comes to magic, or when it comes to, it's like natural magic. They don't have to lift a finger. It's like someone who has safe magic doesn't have to do unsafe things for things to work. So it's like, yeah, I just like never in my life did I think like the source from which I'm learning from, because like it's like I got downloads saying like I'm gonna be that person that's put into places that people who claim to be good, people who claim to be noble and honest, is giving their experience with me shows whether it's true or not. It's like maybe the rest of the world doesn't have to be shown it, but it helps show God what to do. Like, it's hard to fully explain that. Queen of Cups reverse. Like, sometimes the karma is waiting for somebody like you to come into someone's experience to really test them. Okay, what are you going to do around this chosen one? What are you going to do around this person who's special or different? What are you going to do about someone who's powerful that sort of might threaten your position? Are you going to fuck them over? Are you going to try and play God? And it's like, you are you, I am me, and we're all connected. So it's like their attacks on you were really attacks on themselves, and they were just compounding that. Oh, this flipped in the middle of the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords is reversed now. So it's like, now the Four of Wands wants to be reversed. Meditation's gonna be what helps you find clarity, but it's also gonna help you find success. It took me fucking 2 years to realize there's closet witches in that program that were attacking me behind the scenes. It was not equal give and take. I was taken off their alumni page, and then when I found it, I had to ask to be put back on the alumni page. That's fucking succubus right there. If I rightfully earned my title, that shouldn't just be revoked just because you think I'm nothing. So therefore, publicly, individuals got nothing. Like, I kind of disown my association with them, but I am finding a beautiful community with other very divine, beautiful souls. And it's like, The moon card is like, oh, the magician reverse, the moon card is like I hate that the words like manifestations that are against me don't work. Like, why does that have to be a phrase? Why is it like, yeah, but I have such lovely individuals that work with me around the moon phases, and it's giving like, just be careful of the witches in your life that are openly witches. Make sure that they're not doing fucking like scary looking rituals. It's giving like their natural magic doesn't work for them, so they have to use dark magic. Like, be fucking careful, friends. 8 of Cups. Someone is gonna be walking away from quite a bit of things. For every cup is probably like mutual friends, mutual coworker, like just all the mutuals that were in an ex situation, all the places, people, things. Page of Wands. That in reverse is like definitely wanting something different, because the High Priestess is like, you're getting downloads like this. Tower moments, and you're like, damn, I did not want to know that or receive that. You may not have wanted to, but you need to know it. And so you can't, I mean, you can all you want to, but rejecting the truth that you receive intuitively is going to be, in a way, kind of gaslighting yourself into staying. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be gaslit, not even by yourself. It's like, misery loves company too, so it's like, don't let them gaslight you into staying. Like, really, like, yeah, just, ooh, yeah. Yep, unstucking self. Okay, that's the reading, friends. I'm gonna stop it here. We have Page of Cups, 3 of Cups. People want to celebrate with you. Just not everyone can celebrate with you, so you just go figure that out. And if you need a personal reading, you could hit up my Etsy, MagicWithMelly. Yep, that's it. Bye, friends. Stay magical.